Hello, beautiful yogis. Ashley here, and this is day 39 of the 75 Hard Yoga Challenge. And today's class is a slow, full body practice designed to really release that built up tension and help your body restore and reset. So this class is really all about creating space and softening those tight areas, really letting your nervous system catch up to all this work that you've been doing. Now, you don't need any props for today unless you prefer them, but just your mat, your breath, and your willingness to slow down should be enough. And this is intentional movement, but with more of an emphasis on ease, control, and release. All right, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Come down onto your back and take a moment to really settle in into your practice and into your body. All right, yogis, let's go ahead and get started. We'll find our way onto our back in half shavasana here. So those knees are bent. You can even let those knees knock in just a little bit and tucking that tail deeply under. Bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to your heart. And just take a moment to breathe and settle in. Breathing into those hands, feeling the lift, the rise of the belly, feeling the lift and rise of the chest. Connecting in, noticing the support of the mat beneath you. Grounding your energy into the floor, into the earth. The breath is soft but intentional. And just feel that ease and relaxation start to settle into your space. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now from this place of presence and groundedness, take a moment to set the intention for your practice today. So what has brought you to your mat? And what are you hoping to cultivate or achieve in this short time that we have together? And once you've set that intention, let's take a deep breath. Breathing into the hands, into the chest and belly, and then exhale. Release the hands down to your side. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like to continue to cultivate that peace and relaxation, or open them. It's just whatever really is comfortable for you. And from here, we're just going to tuck that tail deeply under, flattening out that spine. So belly button deep to the spine here. There is no arch in your back. Keeping that tuck. We're going to hold it, squeeze, and then pulling that groin towards the belly button. So there's deep pelvic floor muscles. You want to really get those nice and active, almost like you're trying to stop the flow of urine. So you're trying to hold that bladder. And then now on your exhale, we're going to just release it, tucking that pelvis forward, creating that arch again in the back. Inhale and then exhale, coming back into that tuck. Learning how to activate those deep pelvic floor muscles, the deep abdominal muscles, and then on your exhale, release it. We're going to do a couple more of those. Tuck, nice and strong. Try not to lift up here. We're not exactly doing a bridge. These are the pelvic tilts. So we don't want to lift anything up off the ground. If anything, we're grounding it even deeper. And then exhale, release it. Let's try that one more time. Tucking it under. Now, if you suffer from a lot of lower back tension, or if you sit a lot, I definitely recommend doing these every day quite often, and you don't have to spend a lot of time on them, just a few sets. And then exhale, release it. Awesome job. Now we're going to find that tuck, but we're going to add a little something to it. So finding that tuck, pulling that groin towards the belly button to the spine, back is flat, pushing into your heels, lifting up. Now you're going to notice that you're going to have to, almost like an arch happens, but we don't want to do that. That's naturally going to happen. So we're going to pick it up, keeping your back flat as a board, no arch. Push into those shoulders to get those hips higher. So there should be no jamming in that lower back. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Now we tuck the tail deeply under just as we did, and we hold it. Inhale, and then keeping that hold, we're going to lift it up again, pushing into the shoulders, lengthening through the spine. So there is, again, no arch in the back. We have to lift up and push back into the shoulders to keep that spine long as the hips go higher. Inhale, and then exhale, we tuck it under. Awesome job. Release the spine. Taking feet out as wide as the mat, we're going to just windshield wiper those knees. So again, if you sit a lot or if you have a really tight lower back or lower back discomfort, this whole series right here that we're doing on our back is perfect to release those muscles and that tension. Especially your internal and external rotation of the hip. All right, let's go out to that right side, both knees pointing towards the right direction, and we're just gonna push that left knee down, feeling a little deeper stretch all along the front of that hip flexor and in that hip. You can always assist it down just a little bit here. Inhale, and then exhale. We're gonna come back up and switch those sides, letting both knees fall to that left. Really try to anchor down that right knee towards the floor to deepen through your stretch. All right, we're gonna try that one more time, but with an anchor this time. So go ahead and come on up, switching those knees to the right. And now we're gonna anchor this left knee down, giving it a little extra weight, taking that right ankle, cross it over that knee, and just see if you can comfortably anchor it down. If this does hurt that right knee, just skip it, come back to the way we were doing it the first round. This is just to give you that little extra push to get a deeper internal rotation of that hip, a little extra help with gravity. All right, go ahead and release that ankle before coming up, switching those sides, taking it over to that left side. So again, you can either stay here if you felt a little bit of knee twinge in that other side. No need to take that foot to the knee, but if you felt okay there, go ahead and bring that knee to the top and just let it all anchor down. Notice how that deepens your stretch a little more. Maybe you feel it a little more back into that hip joint or in that lower back space. And just let gravity do its work. And then inhale, release that foot first. On your exhale, come back into your center. Tucking that tail under, we're gonna take that right ankle, cross it over the left knee, push it away. If this is plenty, stay here. Otherwise, we're gonna deepen it a little bit, knee in towards the chest. Grabbing in front of the knee or behind the knee. Stretching out that piriformis. And if it feels good, rock side to side. And just explore here. As long as the neck and shoulders are relaxed comfortably down, then you're doing it right. Pull it a little deeper in towards the chest, and then on your exhale, we're gonna switch those sides, taking that left ankle, cross it over that right knee, push. Drawing that knee deep in towards that chest. And just notice the sensations of the body. So instead of allowing your mind to wander, let it be present. Let it be present in your body, in the sensations, your experience right now. Maybe even focusing on just releasing and letting go and finding stillness. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and come on out. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug here, just a quick hug. Inhale and then exhale, cross those ankles. We're gonna roll it up into our tabletop position. However you wanna get there, making sure those wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath those hips. We're gonna take 5 cat-cows from here, pulling the heart through, dropping the belly. Inhale and exhale, push. Inhale, pull through. And exhale, push. Inhale, pull through. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull through. And exhale, push. Last one. So really protract those shoulders as you push. And here, really drop that belly. Really pull that heart through the hands. Try to create as much of a bowl in that back as possible as you pull that heart through, still pushing the floor away, creating space. And then exhale, really hollow it out and round, chin deep into the chest. Pushing the floor away, shoulder blades spread. And then inhale, find your neutral spine. On your exhale, walk your hands slightly forward, leaning forward, just dropping those hips, almost like you're in your modified down dog, or upward facing dog, I'm sorry. And then so rolling the shoulders, open, heart peels. We're gonna do a few spinal waves here. Inhale and exhale, push it back into child's pose, stretch it out. Inhale, roll it up like you're riding that wave. Let the head be the last to come up, hips drop, keep pushing the floor. Inhale and exhale, lift those hips. Hollow it out, come down, child's pose. Inhale, roll it up, come back through, heart open. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, last one, roll it through. Exhale, send it back. All right, inhale, come up, just cross those ankles, walk it back, coming into a seated position. We're gonna take a few more spinal waves, but in seat, bringing your hands to your knees. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, and exhale, go to that right side. Really exaggerate here, push it away, full circle. 3, 4, maybe even dip that shoulder. And 5, come into the center on your exhale, we switch. 3, or 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back into center. Bringing those knees together, finding your boat pose here, walking those feet in, squeezing those knees into the chest, hold it. 1, 2, 3, taking right foot in front, hands to the knees, lean forward. Inhale, roll it up, rise it to the top. On your exhale, take a forward fold with your hands reaching forward. And 3, inhale, roll it up, open, bring those knees back together, finding boat. Inhale, hold it, 1, squeeze, 2, 3, left leg in front, right leg in back, lean forward. Inhale, roll it up and rise. Exhale, forward fold. Feeling that hip start to open. And then exhale, roll it on up, rise it to the top. Inhale and exhale, hands come down. All right, bring those knees together. We're gonna roll onto our back. You can either get there, I call it the fun way, using a little core activation, or since this is release and reset, you can skip this altogether. Just if you want that little extra core work, can you come down with control, draw those knees into the chest. Moving into happy baby, let those knees come out to the side, grabbing hold of the arches of the feet, or behind those knees. We're just gonna push those feet down. So try not to overthink it here. So if the foot is not accessible, don't worry about it. Just feel that stretch on the inner thighs and in the hips. You can rock side to side if that feels good for you. Push down, deepening through like you're in a squat. All right, let's evolve it a little bit. Left heel comes in, right leg goes long, inner thigh stretch. If the knee doesn't straighten all the way, don't worry about it. Guide and encourage, do not force or fight. And coming back, inhale and exhale, straighten. Really feel those inner thighs start to open. And on your exhale, come back through. Take that happy baby last time. One breath. Push it down. Notice how far you've come second time around. Inhale and then exhale. Bring those feet together. We're going to cross the ankles, rolling over, finding your way into Sphinx pose. So lower down. Sliding that hand forward. Sphinx pose here. Heart peels open. Now, no slouching in the shoulders. Remember, we're pushing out. We're always nice and active here. Push the head back. So by pushing that chin in just a little bit, notice how the spine gets long. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat so much that the knees start to lift, but pulling your heart through as you anchor those elbows down. Almost there. And exhale, push through the hands, elbows out to the side, rest the forehead down. Inhale, keep that left hand down, take that right hand back behind, grab the ankle, so that right knee bends. We're gonna take a quad stretch on the right side. You can rest your head down on that left hand if that feels good. If you need a little bit more of a stretch here, if you're not really getting a whole lot, then push the pelvis into the mat, push the ankle into the hand, lift the knee, bringing that heel a little closer to the bottom. You'll feel a much deeper stretch in that quad from here. And then exhale without slingshotting it, let it go, bring that right hand down. Bending left knee, reach back, see if you can grab that ankle, push that heel towards your bottom. Again, if that's not really enough, push the pelvis down, lift the knee, pull the heel back a little more, getting an even deeper stretch on that quad. And exhale without slingshotting it, let go of that foot, bringing both hands to the center. Inhale, hands to the outside of the chest, roll the shoulders back, roll it up, find your locust pose. Either stay here with the feet down or reach the hands to alongside the body. If you want a little extra challenge, pick up those feet, pushing pelvis into the mat as we lift, like you're bending yourself in half. We're gonna come down, we'll hold for 3 breaths, and come down. Inhale, come up, hold, 1, 2, 3, and come down. Inhale, lift, make sure those shoulders are away from the ears, neck is long, 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, come down. All right, inhale, take your hands to the outside of your chest, roll the shoulder back, curl the toes under. Tuck the tail. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, push it back. Find your child's pose and stretch. 3 breaths in child's pose. And then inhale, walk it over to that left side, taking right hand over top of the left as we come down to a side bended child's pose. Toes can stay curled under. If you want a little extra ankle and foot stretch, you can always release those feet, coming to the tops of the feet if that feels better. It is totally up to you. And then inhale, coming back into your center. On your exhale, walk it over to that right side. Left hand stacks over top. Drop that forehead down. Deep stretch. And 5. On your exhale, come back into center, roll it up, find your tabletop. From tabletop, tuck that tail. We're going to lean into the left side, pick up that right leg, and then just see if you can step that foot to the outside of that right hand. Walking forward just a little bit so you can sink that hip down, find a lunge here. Inhale, now either keep those toes uncurled or curl them. We're going to come up into a lunge with the knee down. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, we're going to come up. We're going to pulse it for 3. 1, 2, and 3. On your exhale, plant your hands, shift your hips back. Toes can stay pointed, or you can bring the toes towards the ceiling. That will change the stretch, so just kind of pick and choose. Utilize blocks if you need them, if you feel that you need them. You can explore a few breaths with each variation of the foot. And then inhale, come through. We're going to rise. We're going to pulse it again for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Hands plant, shift the hips back and fold. Half split. Again, maybe you do a little half and half. And exhale, come back through, finding your starting point, that lunge, heart peels. Inhale and exhale, curl the toes. We're just going to pick up the knee, walk it in a little bit more, shift your weight back, and bring that leg back to start. All right, so again, we're going to walk that hand forward. Send your hips forward just a little bit and see if you can sling that left leg on around. And send your pelvis down as you peel your heart. Inhale, rise it up. And exhale, we're going to pulse it. 1, 2, opening up those hip flexors. And 3, hands reach forward, plant them down. Inhale, exhale, shift to the hips back as we straighten the leg. Again, either pointing the toe or letting the toes come up towards the ceiling. Maybe a half and half. Since we are doing it 2 times, you can even choose to hold one with the toes pointed down and one with the toes up. So you can get a little mixture of both stretches. Both are wonderful stretches. And do something slightly different. And then exhale, come through, rise it to the top. We're going to pulse it for 3. 1, 2, 3. Reach it forward as you plant the hands down. Shift the hips back, straighten the leg. Fold. Keep that belly lifted. Keep connecting to the breath. Stay connected to the sensations. Let your focus be on releasing and letting go, letting all that tension dissipate. Maybe even imagine all of that tension just leaving your body with each exhale. Make sure that tailbone is nice and high, trying to flatten out that spine as much as possible. And exhale, come back through. Lean forward, curl the toe. Keep leaning forward, but this time picking up the back knee, taking that front foot back, finding your down dog. Wrapping those armpits under. Stretching into those calves, belly lifts, shoulders round, away, or shoulders pull away from each other, armpits round under. Inhale and then exhale, coming into your tabletop, making sure that those knees are stacked, wrists are underneath those shoulders. Walking it in, making sure that you're nice and even, keeping that tail tucked under slightly, zipping up that midline. We're going to take that bird dog, leaning over to the left leg, or left side, pick up that right leg. Lean back over to the right side, pick up that right arm, or left arm. So right leg, left arm, hold it. 2, 3, drop it down, switch those sides, pick it up, tuck. 1, keep pushing the floor away, no slouching. 2, 3. Take it down and switch. 1, 2, and 3. Take it down and switch. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. One more each side. 1, 2, 3, and switch. Inhale, keep tucking. 1, no arch. Keep that tail under. 2, and 3, come down. We're going to do one more round, but with a different element. So picking up that right leg, left arm, bend the knee. You can either stay here or reach back behind you, grab for that foot, and stretch, opening it up. If you want to challenge your balance a little, look over that left shoulder. No slingshot, release the foot, come back into that bird dog, and bring it down. The last one with that addition, left leg up, right arm up, thumb points, tail tucked, so back is flat. Bend the knee, stay here, or reach back, grab for the foot or ankle. Pushing the foot into the ankle into the hand, look over that right shoulder. No slingshot, release it, bird dog, and take it down. Let's take one cat-cow here, push. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, neutral. Walking those hands forward, coming into a modified plank. So you're still pushing the floor away, no slouching in the shoulders. Toes can stay curled under or release them. Shoulder tap, six total, so 3 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Curl the toes. Inhale and exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, rise. Little baby cobra, exhale, take it down. Inhale, rise it up. Maybe a little higher. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, maybe a little higher. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, maybe even higher. Exhale, take it down. Awesome job. Curl those toes. Roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Tucking the tail. We're going to push up into that plank or onto the knees. And push it to your down dog. One, 2, and 3. Let's find our lunge. Inhale, pick up that right leg. Knee into the chest, foot to the outside of the hand. Drop that back knee down. You can release the toes here if that feels better. Inhale, we rise. Settle into that lunge. Inhale and exhale, left hand comes to that knee. Right arm comes back, thumb is up, we twist. Inhale and exhale, we plant those hands down. We take that half split. So again, you can pick and choose how you feel on your knees. You can even flip your mat up for extra cushion. Belly draws in, inhale, little wave. We rise it up, take that twisted lunge. Thumb is up, look over. Try not to let that ankle cave. Outward or inward, keep it up. Inhale and just windmill those arms down and shift back into that half split. And then inhale, come through. Lean forward, back knee floats. Shift that front foot back, down dog. We're going to move into that other side, right into it. So pick up that left leg, knee into the chest, foot to the outside of the hand, drop that back knee. Rising it on up, inhale. Exhale, right hand, left knee, open up, look over the left shoulder, thumb up. Inhale and exhale, hand plants, shift that weight back. Inhale, open it up, twisted lunge. Settle your pelvis forward as you peel your heart back. So we get a nice lift through the front of that hip flexor. but also a deep twist. So we're pushing that knee inward. Inhale and exhale. Find your lunge and settle back on that exhale. Release the toes if that feels better. Find that forward fold over the splits. And then inhale, peel that heart through. And exhale, curl the toes under, lean forward, back knee flip, shift the weight back. Finding your down dog. 2, 3, we're gonna hold this for a total of 5. 4, really spread those shoulders, wrapping those armpits under, so feel that internal rotation of the shoulder girdle. And 5, on your exhale, we're gonna come to a seat, so you can just step it, cross the ankles, come down, Paschimottanasana, so legs straight out in front. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold. Keep reaching for those toes. We're going to hold for a total of 5 breaths here. 3. Keep trying to go a little deeper. And 5 on that exhale, roll it all the way up to the top. Taking a figure 4 here, so drawing right ankle in towards you and take it across. So try not to keep it on the knee or too close to the knee gap. Have it, knee joint. Have it up a little bit higher on the thigh. So low thigh, but upper knee. All right, inhale, lift. Either stay up straight or reach for that foot. And here, again, we're really focusing on releasing and letting go. So let today be that invitation for you to surrender, to release, and go into the body and consciously and with awareness, release that tension that your body's holding. So if you find a space that feels almost like it takes your breath away, just breathe into it and see if you can settle in. Get that tension to let go instead of clenching and holding on tight to it or backing away from it. So there's obviously a point where we want to back off, but you'll know. Just breathe and settle in. And then on your exhale, we roll it up. We're going to go into cow facing pose. You could do this modified, so just taking that leg, letting that knee fall away from the body, so a half cow facing, or you can just bend that bottom leg, stacking those knees, grabbing a hold of those feet, shoulders roll back, inhale, and exhale, fold. And 5, inhale, we come up. We come out of the bind, taking another Paschimottanasana. So you have another opportunity to find a deeper depth in your forward fold. Inhale, lift, exhale, fold, reach for those toes. Your knees can be bent here if you need to. You can always take a strap or a towel if this is a little bit harder for you. But again, if you find a depth that takes your breath away, breathe into it. See if you can find surrenderance through it. Almost there. And exhale, we roll it to the top. So take note where you were throughout these Paschimottanasana. All right, let's find that figure 4 because we're going to do one more so you get to feel progress in real time. Figure 4, stretch, bringing those toes towards the shin. Inhale, lift. Again, you can either stay here and just reach for those knees and foot or reach for that straight leg, that foot on the straight leg, and fold. The more those toes come in towards the shin, the deeper the stretch is going to be along the calf and the entire back body. You'll feel that. You might even feel it going all the way up into your neck. That's how connected everything is. Keep breathing, maybe taking it a little deeper each time when you find a little surrenderance. Using minimal effort here. Finding safety and ease and flow and grace. Connecting to your breath. And then exhale, roll it on up, crossing that leg over. We're going to take the cow facing pose. So again, knee can stay this way, or we stack both knees for a deeper internal rotation of that hip. So again, those hips, when our hips are super tight, it actually affects our lower back. So when we start working through the rotation of the hips, especially that internal rotation, well, external is also really good too. When we start working through the rotational hip movements of the hip, it releases the lower back muscles. And also it releases tension at the knees and even at the ankles. So having a loose hip joint, the hip girdle, can even help loosen a lot of that tension that you would have in like your plantar fascia, because everything's connected, some things indirectly, of course. But as you open up the hips, you start to open up so much. It affects your shoulders and your neck and your spine. It affects everything because it is that center point. It connects you to that upper and lower half of the body. And then inhale, we come out of that nice and slowly. Unbind, last Paschimottanasana. So again, we're gonna really notice how far we've come. Inhale, lift, exhale, forward fold. You can even go a little deeper, maybe grabbing the sides of the foot, placing the thumb right towards like the middle part of the top of the foot. That way you have something to anchor in, pulling arms towards your body as you anchor those elbows down. But again, this is only if you want a deeper Paschimottanasana. If you don't need anything deeper, no need to try this. And 3, we got one more breath. Or 2 more breaths. I promise I can count. Sometimes I question that ability though. Exhale, let's roll it on up. All right, making our way onto our back. Drawing those knees into the chest. Big hug. Sway side to side, massaging that lower back, releasing any residual tension. And we're going to move into our twist. So go ahead and drop those feet down. Taking that right leg, crossing it over the left, goalpost or tee those arms. Pick it up, inhale, shift the hips to the right. On your exhale, let them drop to the left. You can pick up that left shoulder if you need a little bit more to anchor that right shoulder down and look over that right shoulder. Keep drawing the belly in, feeling the elongation through the spine here, lifting. And then inhale, squeezing that thigh into the belly. Pick it up, recenter, and release it. Switching sides, crossing right or left leg over right. Pick up those hips, shift them to the left, knees then drop to that left gaze over that left shoulder. Again, wringing yourself out, letting all that tension just melt away. Keeping your awareness on your breath. Inhale, squeeze it back into your center. On your exhale, pick up those hips. Releasing, hugging those knees in. Last stretch. Draw the right knee into the chest. Take that left leg nice and long. Deeper hip flexor stretch here. Try to see if you can get that calf to touch as you bring that right knee in towards the chest. Feeling that deeper elongation in through the hip flexor. And then switch those sides. Connecting to your breath, to your space, to your awareness. So we can carry that energy with us into our Shavasana. Go ahead and draw those knees into the chest. If you want to practice that self-love, tell yourself something nice and just remind yourself you're doing a great job. And exhale, bring those feet down. Go ahead and tuck the tail under deeply. Keep that tail tucked. Inhale and exhale, straighten that right leg. Let your hands rest down to your side. Straighten your left leg. And slowly melt into your Shavasana. Let your shoulders soften here. Let your feet fall to the side. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth and relax the jaw. Unfurrow the brow. And bringing your awareness to your breath. If your mind wanders, simply bring it back to the breath over and over again with the same love and kindness and patience as if it were your first. We'll leave you in silence. Enjoy your rest. So wherever you've begun to drift off to, let's come back to the body, come back to the breath. If you'd like to take a longer Shavasana, you're more than welcome to stay here. Just press pause. Otherwise, follow me. Begin to wiggle those fingers and toes. Rolling the wrists and ankles. Bending the knees and elbows. And whenever you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side. Resting your head on your arm like a pillow. And just allow that energy to continue to just settle in, dissipating from the body, finding that relaxation and the restore, feeling refreshed, renewed, maybe even a little lighter. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and extend that top leg, using that top arm to press yourself to a nice, comfortable seated position. Try to keep your eyes closed, trying not to disturb all of that peace and relaxation that you work so hard to create. And then inhale, bring the hands to the knees, roll the shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, spine is long, belly is in, chin is tucked. Bringing the palms face up for that mudra of receiving. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale, receiving all of that love, light, and that rest and reset. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift those arms above the head. On your exhale, hands heart center. Setting the intention for the rest of your day. So what would you like to carry with you beyond your mat? And can continue to cultivate within your life today. And once you've set that intention, send the energy down, grounding it into the earth. Send it all the way out to the universe for manifestation and creation as those palms touch. Hands, heart center. Last and final time. Until next time. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be peaceful. May I be filled with love. May all beings throughout time and space be happy, be healthy, be peaceful, be filled with love. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. All right, awesome, awesome job. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. It is always such a pleasure to guide you along this beautiful journey. And I do hope that you are feeling so much more rested, calm, and restored, and just ready to tackle on your day and this fresh new version of yourself. All right, thanks again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you back here for day 40, same mat, new challenge. Namaste.